Welcome back to the Cowboys Fan Show. This is our final segment, getting ready to wrap it up for you. But before we do that, it's time to give away some game ball MVPs from this last week against Cincinnati. Scott, go first.
Okay. So I kind of took a cue from Tyler here last week. He gave a game ball to Scott Linehan, and I'm going with the coach again this week, boss. How do you not give this one to Jason Garrett, our head coach? I mean, 5 weeks into the season, one loss by 1 point. If you would have told me at the start of this season that we were going to be sitting with this record, 4-1 at week 5, with all these injuries that we've had, I mean, Tyrone Smith, Lyle Collins is out, Des Bryant is out, Tony Romo's got a broken back.
Scan?
Yeah, Scandrick's sitting out with that hammy. If you would have said, "Hey, man, at week 5 you're 4-1," and it would have shown me the injury report, I would have been like, "You're dreaming." But this team, I mean, we're playing as a team, everybody playing together, and I think that just speaks volumes to the style of coaching that Jason Garrett does. He's got that next man up, keep fighting mentality. I mean, look at Mo Claiborne. I mean, he's having a Pro Bowl season this season after all the injuries he's had. He's been in Dallas for, what, 5 years now?
5,
and
yeah.
finally becoming the player that everybody thought he could because of this coaching staff. They stick with them. They really pound that home. They just keep fighting, next man up mentality. And I think that it's contagious, and I think it's showing in the way that we're playing as a team, as a unit. And I think that last game it was total domination. And I think that you got to give that one to Jason Garrett. He's got this entire team playing well.
That game was absolutely over by halftime, 21-0 in that one. So
total domination.
For my pick, I got to go with none other than the rookie. Zeke Elliott had himself a day, 134 yards on just 15 carries. That's almost 6 3/4 of a yard per carry, ladies and gentlemen. Just tearing it up. He had 42 yards on the very first drive. I am starting it right now. Hashtag Zeke for MVP. Give Dak the Rookie of the Year. Give Zeke the Rookie of the Year. Let him double it up. But Zeke Elliott, welcome back to the Game Vault MVP Club. So for this one, let's go ahead, put this away. We can't be dwelling on past games now with this big game against the Pack coming up out there in Lambeau. It won't necessarily be the frozen tundra just yet, which is good, I think. That cold weather, it's a little bit hard to play in, but let's get some predictions, Scott. What do you think will be the score? Who wins and why?
So to be honest with you, I think if we stick to the keys of the game and we're able to pull it off, and I do believe that we're going to be able to, I think that this is a game that we're going to win. I know that Vegas has got us losing by 4. I think we're going to win by a full touchdown. I mean, just look how we played last week. Total domination. I do believe that Cincinnati has a better defensive line than Green Bay has. I do believe we're going to be able to run that ball. I do believe we're going to actually be able to win the time of possession battle. I do believe that, DeMarcus Lawrence came back last week, killed it. 4 sacks, 1 game, should have been 7. If we can get that pressure on Brady and we stick to these keys, we're going to do a good job. I think we're going to score more points this week than we scored last week because we're going to have to. I do think we're going to be able to jump out to an early lead, so I got us scoring 31 points because we're going to need to. We're going to force Green Bay to play a different style of football than they've been playing this year. They've been going out there, jumping out to early leads, and been able to run the ball and close games out. They're going to have to pass the ball this time. We're going to stick to the keys of the game that we touched on earlier. We're going to jump out to an early lead, and we're going to force them to pass this ball. So they're going to be able to score points, but with the way that we're running the ball and the way that our offense is clicking, we're going to outscore them 31-24.
31-24. I think it's going to be a little bit closer in score. I'll take Dallas 24-21. I learned my lesson picking against the Cowboys last week. In that one, I said Dallas was going to lose 20-21. They had 21 points by halftime, the Cowboys did. So that one was over. I do think that the Cowboys' defensive line, basically the front 7, is going to have themselves a good day. I don't necessarily see Eddie Lacy and James Starks having a big day. I'd say maybe about 40, 50 yards each. I do like Green Bay's front 7 as well with Clay Matthews. They have a lot of big names up there in the front. But I kind of concur with you in the aspect of Dallas jumping out to that early lead, able to use the clock to their advantage. And a lot of the times you'd like to get out to early leads and make the opposing quarterback make a play. Aaron Rodgers is more than capable of doing that. He has a Super Bowl win. He's got a Super Bowl MVP to his name. And like I just said before the commercial break, him and Tom Brady are the 2 single best quarterbacks in the NFL. But with all that being said, the Dallas Cowboys are rolling. It is full steam ahead on the Dak and Zeke train. These guys are just on fire. The chemistry is through the roof. And I think 21-24, Dallas is going to go into Lambeau. They are victorious. So you've heard it here from us, ladies and gentlemen. Book it right now. Go out there, place your bets. Take Dallas on the +4. They're going to win this week. That's going to do it for the Cowboys Fan Show this week. As always, make sure to check us out on Facebook, the Cowboys Fan Show. We're on Twitter at Cowboys Fan Show. And if you can't watch our shows live now on TV, make sure to head on over to our YouTube, where we have every single episode, every single segment. You can watch them at your own convenience. The best part? Absolutely free.
Free.
Always free. You can watch it whenever you get a chance. If you know Cowboys fans that are, out in Oregon or North Dakota, they can't get this kind of, insight on the Cowboys. Give them the link. Everybody's got Facebook. Everybody's got Twitter. We are always there for you. And as always, send in your questions using the hashtag CowboysFS. We'll answer those on the show for you. That's going to do it for this week. My name's Tyler Ortega. This is Scott Jeter. We'll see you next week.